We have moved forward 20% in the 21st century. So what changes have been made? Can we take a look and pause and see where we've come in 20 years? Stay tuned. Hello again, everyone. I'm Eli's dad with Project Eli, where we educate, we lead, we inspire. And that was my objective, to see kind of where we've come in 20 years. But before I did that, I took a look at a video called The New Century, talking about the 1900s. I saw it on YouTube, and it looked like the person that submitted it was somebody named T-Bro, okay? Probably not somebody that I'll meet in the grocery store anytime soon. However, some really interesting things, and as a person that was a history teacher, and as a person that, you know, an English teacher, history teacher, I looked at this and I thought, wow, things have changed, but have they really changed that much? So let's take a look at the narrative a little bit from this video. I've added some of my own 2 cents to it, and you'll see what I'm talking about. The New Century. In 1900, Queen Victoria still sat on the British throne, a throne that she had held for 62 years. Queen Elizabeth has been sitting on her throne for almost 70 years. Gas lamps lit the thoroughfares of major cities, and the laws of Sir Isaac Newton still defined the universe, as they still do today. In 1900 in the United States, Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid and the rest of the Wild Bunch were robbing banks and trains in Colorado and Wyoming. Kind of a precursor to the internet scammers and con men of today. While Buffalo Bill's Wild West show gave command performances all over the world in the early 1900s. Kind of the Lady Gaga of his time, wasn't he? In the summer of 1900, thousands of prospectors who had failed to strike it rich in California, Nevada, and Colorado raced to the Yukon in the latest gold rush. Today, the internet entrepreneurs rush to their garages and computers and compete to provide the newest and fastest apps to improve our lives. 35 years after the end of the Civil War, the letters GAR for Grand Army of the Republic still carried great weight in American politics. President McKinley was a Civil War veteran, as were Presidents Harrison, Arthur, Garfield, Hayes, and Grant before him. Today, the acronym MAGA, Make America Great Again, influences the political stance embraced by millions of our citizens. Proof positive that it takes much longer to influence a mindset or change a mindset, even when an objective as crucial as a life-saving solution becomes available. One certain truth that history and this pandemic has repeatedly taught us: the certainty of misery is preferable to the misery of uncertainty. So really, if you stop and take a look at history, yeah, the technology changes, but as I've stated from this pulpit so many times, the foundations, okay, you still want to have a relationship. How you go about that? Well, in the old days, maybe you went to church, maybe you went to a dance, maybe you went to a bar. Today, you get on the internet. I mean, the same things that we wanted back then, we still want today. The how has changed somewhat, hasn't it? That's a key point to keep in mind when you're taking a look at your daily life as you walk through it. Next time we get together, we're going to continue a little bit on this theme talk a little bit about language, and then we're further going to talk a little bit about the social races, what's going on that way. And you'll think like, oh, things have changed a great deal. Really, they haven't changed all that much. And until that time, always remember, don't ration the passion, fashion the passion. I'm Eli's dad.